to the channel, guys. Today we're going to go over a potential trade proposal based on rumors and information that I've received. So let's see what we can come up with today. The trade is going to be between the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. The Mets would receive JD Martinez and Christian Vasquez. But that's not going to come easy. It's not going to be cheap. And it's definitely going to be a little bit of costly for the Mets. They're going to have to give up some prospects. Martinez is a rental for sure. So when you're getting rentals like this, you don't want to give up too much. But this is the best bat out there. The absolute best bat out there. And if you can get these two guys in a package deal, this will solve two problems for the Mets. And it gives the Boston Red Sox ample ammunition, because they're probably not going anywhere this year. But if you can get some young, controllable assets that can propel you to the future, maybe they make another run next year or the year after. I mean, they did do big things on the off season, which made it look like they were probably going to do good things in the regular season, on into the playoffs, but it hasn't panned out that way. They're basically in last place, struggling. Change the scenery for some of these guys will help them, and bringing in new guys for the Red Sox could definitely help their future. So the guys that the Red Sox will be receiving would be JD Davis. He's a corner infielder, DH. So that would be your replacement for JD Martinez, basically going forward. And he's controllable. He also has some minor league options, which is something that would intrigue the Red Sox if they wanted to further develop it. JD Davis, sorry, too many JDs going on one video. But JD Davis, he just hit a home run yesterday as I'm recording this video against the Marlins. He's got a grand slam this year. He's been hitting the ball with incredible rate of velocity. JD Davis has 2 home runs, but has had a great hitting velo. Okay, I mean he's making solid contact. He's hitting the ball hard. That's big, and he has years of control, which I already said, which makes sense for Boston, because like I said, if you got years of control, you got more free agent options. Not free agent options, but minor league options. That helps a team like Boston, who is in a kind of a win now, but at the same time they're in a rebuild. That's a good thing to get for Boston. The next guy I got on the list is Jose Buta. Jose Buta is a 12th ranked prospect in the Mets farm system, and the number 4 pitching prospect for the Mets, which gives Boston a young arm. You get a young pitching prospect, right-handed pitcher. He's got a ton of upside. He's potentially MLB ready right now, but the problem is that the Mets have Max Scherzer, Jacob deGrom, Cookie Carrasco, Taijuan Walker, who's absolutely, these guys are just tearing it up. The Mets have, they have Chris Bassett. You're not cracking that rotation as a young guy like that. So this would give them a young pitcher that they could either bring up at the call-ups. They have call-ups here coming up in September. They could bring them up for that. They could wait till next season. Whatever they want to do. Tons of options. The sky is the limit, and it's totally up to them what they would do with that. And that totally makes sense. The next guy I got on here, this is a big name for prospect wise. This is Roddy Mauricio. He's a 6'3", 21-year-old switch hitting shortstop. He's ranked 11th overall by MLB Pipeline. He's the number 3 prospect for the New York Mets. He probably won't, if he's with the Mets, he's blocked by Lindor, and so which means he's probably not coming. You know, he's probably more of a piece that's likely to be traded. So with that being said, Mauricio makes total sense in this deal, and you could very easily bring him up next year. So he can play second base. So you have, so basically with the moves they've made, this makes from second to third solid. And if they trade Devers, you can always move somebody over to the third, rather it be him or Story, whichever you prefer. So this here makes total sense. He's got a little bit of pop. He's controllable. Like I said, he's a prospect. He's completely controllable. He's the number 11 prospect in MLB Pipeline. He's number 3 prospect for the Mets, and he's definitely a great asset to receive. For a guy that's, let's be honest, JD Martinez probably ain't re-signing him anyways. So, I mean, this is what it is. And the next guy I got on the list, a catcher, Nick Meyer, is the 27th prospect in the Mets farm system. He has command from behind the plate, like all the Mets catchers do. He's a great framer. He's got good command. He's a solid dude behind the plate. Solid catchers, above average arm strength. He's everything you want in a defensive catcher. The problem is that he's lacking offense, but so is every other New York Met catcher. A little bit of development, and this could be your guy. Now see, he had, at the start of 22 or 20, he should be ready for you at the start of 23. So next season, you bring him and Mauricio up. Budo already has a few months under his belt. You know, you're building that. JD Davis is already playing DH. He's ready. He's in the role. He's ready to go. He's comfortable by that point, and the Sox are ready to roll next year. But like I said, he's lacking offense, and his lack of offense is not great. He has a 228 batting average, 28 RBIs, 2 home runs in 55 games in the minors. He's a double-A prospect. Right now he's with Brooklyn, so which is actually a single-A team, but that's just to keep him closer because the Mets are dealing with tons of injuries. They might have had to bring him up, and they didn't. They ended up going and getting Perez for cash consideration from Pittsburgh. Vasquez would solve that problem. You wouldn't need him, so that makes total sense of what's going on there. And you know, now the number 1 guy on this list, you know, it's totally available. So then you got coming to the Boston would be JD Martinez. JD Martinez is raking against lefties. For his career, he's a 308 batting average, 84 home runs, 259 RBIs, in 1,471 plate appearances. And this year is no exception against lefties. Martinez, this year against lefties, is batting .352, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, and 83 plate appearances. And that's something the Mets have been not able to do for over a calendar year. They really struggle against lefties. This trade here really helps them against lefties. They've already got their left-handed bats. They went and got Naquil. They went and got Vogie. So they already got their left-handed bats. Now they just need somebody to fill in some of these other holes. I believe they're also, this here would fill in two major concerns for the Mets lineup. and it would just be solid, basically from front to back. And Martinez rakes in the playoffs against lefties. Martinez in the playoffs has a .303 batting average, 33 hits, 91, 9 home runs, not 91. If he had 91 home runs, that'd be incredible on 33 hits. But he has 9 home runs, 30 RBIs, 14 runs scored, and that's only in 30 games. That's in 30 playoff games against left-handed pitching. Now, that's pretty good. That's his, that's his career numbers. He's 35 years old. He'll be 35 years old in this month, actually, I believe. So that brings to the final guy of this trade, Christian Vasquez. Christian Vasquez would give the Mets production offensively, which has been non-existent from the catcher's position this season. Vasquez has a .280 batting average, 8 home runs, 40 RBIs, a .430 slugging percentage, and that's in 309 plate appearances. You know, all those numbers, if the Mets catchers were hitting those numbers right now, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But they're not. And that's against lefties, too. Actually, no, that's not. That's his numbers. Also has a 1.7 WAR, a 106 OPS plus, which means at 100 is the average Major League Baseball player. So he's 6% higher. Got the cat joined in the video today. That's pretty good. And against left-handed pitching, you know, he's got a .293 batting average, 2 home runs, 10 ribbies, and 80 plate appearances. That trade helps both teams long term, helps both teams right now, provides what they need. Like I said, JD Martinez is probably a rental. He's probably not signing back with the Red Sox anyway, so it makes total sense that you send JD Martinez and Christian Vasquez in a deal where it brings back that much to you. The biggest question is, which has been going on now, is Boston actually selling, or are they not? If I'm Boston, I'm selling, and that trade there makes the most sense. I would do it on both sides. You tell me in the comments, Boston, would you do it? Boston fans, would you do it? Mets fans, would you do it? Is this a trade that you guys would do? Is this trade totally off course? Is that why it ain't done yet? But I believe this trade could get done and should get done by the 2nd, unless somebody else just comes in with a way better offer and just blows the Red Sox away. But for more videos like this, please like, subscribe. Don't forget to comment down there. Like I said, I want to hear it in the comments. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me what's wrong with this trade. What's good with it? Do you agree with it? Give me all that. Give me all the comments down at the bottom. Like I said, always please like, subscribe, and share. And all over the internet, man. Share this video all over the internet. This is right now. This is the funnest time to be a baseball fan because you got moves being made. You're getting new guys on your teams. Even the bad teams are getting new players. Yeah, you're trading with some of your favorite players, but you're getting new favorite players to come in or whatever. You know, prospects, people that can really turn your franchise around. And for the teams that are really good, you're getting in new players to help you get a playoff push, hopefully a real series. And but just let me know what you think down in the comments. And for more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.